All right, what's up, everybody? So, just wanted to kind of, take the time to do a little video today. Voracek officially retires. Unfortunately for Jake, obviously doesn't get to finish, out the rest of his career and some of the years that he had left. He's probably one of the most underrated players, I think, in the stretch of the Flyers from the time that he was here. He's one of the most, again, like I said, most underrated Flyer in the worst era, honestly. When you look at a lot of the players that have played over the Flyers over the years, and some of the guys just kind of are up in the numbers and everything, Jake's right up there with them. He's over 1,000 games, 727 as a Flyer, 604 points as a Flyer. Obviously playing 2 stints with Columbus, and again, obviously the concussions kind of kept up with him a little bit there, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish it out. But just an incredible career. I mean, from 2-time Bobby Clarke winner, for team MVP, like All-Star game, won the 𝐊𝐂 Award, Pelle Lindbergh Award. Like, he's and that's just like as a Flyer, like he's done so many things. I think one of the biggest things for me with Jake was just like on a personal level, how he treated me was fantastic. I know there's obviously been some things with off ice and all that with fans and Twitter and everything, but I can say nothing but positive things. I mean, just an incredible human being and an incredible person, and super nice, super good dude. I've been fortunate enough to kind of know him a little bit over the past couple of years, and now that he's alumni, I'm kind of hoping he comes back to Philly a little bit. But no, I mean, look, he's been great. Like, I think, with him, I remember when we did the interview in October, he said to me, he's like, don't be afraid to just come right at me. And like, I've tried to kind of keep that same philosophy about things in life. And like, he's such a good dude. And, I think just as a Flyer, like the one thing that always stood out to me was just how hard he worked. Like, as a kid, I really liked Scott Hartnell. Obviously, look, I grew up in that era of 2013, 12-ish years, so everything past that is what I've grown up to. And like, for Jake to watch, all those years of unfortunate losses and stuff, but there was always something about him that just I loved, and I think it was the fact that he always just busted his ass all the time, and the power play was so good, and he was just such an elite player. Unfortunately, the Flyers they unfortunately couldn't put it together or put a full team around those guys either. And, a lot of years in Philly, I think, got wasted. But at the same time, like, you can't, I mean, for me at least, I can't underappreciate, like, how good he was. And I think with Jake, like, there was always little things of his game, his passing, like the speed, like watching him just gallop in the neutral zone and just like keep going and going and just like fly right to the net, like just so many little things that he would do, like the stick work and everything. Like, he's just such an incredible player too, and I think for me, like there's only 2 guys that I genuinely and always enjoy watching, whether it's old highlights or games or whatever. It's Jake Voracek and Pavel Datsyuk, and Datsyuk, I think, is, I don't really have to explain that one, do I? Like, the guy's just insane. But Jake, like, I mean, it's the hard work, it's the passing, like the vision on the power play and things like that. Like, it's just awesome. It really is. And for him, like, I wish him, the best with the rest of his career and what he does with the rest of his life and all. And he can, hopefully find some other passions and stuff like that too. It seems like he has from the article. So I think it's great. And, I think for him, like, again, I can't, obviously can't thank him enough for everything he's done. And at the same time, like, I think for him, I think it's definitely, for him to get appreciated, at least for the city and, for what he brought to Philly with his play. Unfortunately, they could never get it done, but there was a lot of good years, a lot of good years in that decade. And, I mean, he said it to me, like, it's basically all of his 10 years just built into one, his favorite thing. So I think that's, the perfect answer. And, like, again, it sucks because I think everyone can understand it. Like, if you grew up watching Bobby Clarke and Lindros and Forsberg and Gagne and all the guys that, people loved growing up, one them retiring and stuff like that. I mean, it sucks. It sucks. Like, I hate to say it, but at the same time, you know, I get it. It happens. It's life, and we kind of have to go on from there too. So, yeah, I mean, look, like, again, an incredible player. A lot of good moments, a lot of good memories, and wish him, you know, best of luck as well, you know, moving forward. So, yeah, thanks everybody. Stay tuned. We got a lot more content coming and stuff like that. Should be fun over the summer, and kind of see how everything goes. So, thanks everybody. See you guys.